What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Back again with another episode of the Lowdown. This one, I ain't gonna make long either, but this one is specifically for the fellas. Because nobody, well, you know what? I can't say it specifically for the fellas, but I do want to hear the fellas' input a lot. Because we don't get to comment on this probably or go through this issue, or we're not as vocal on this issue as women usually are. The cliche is that it's always men, and I want to talk about emotional consistency. First of all, shout out to my forever sponsors, Hemi Entertainment, Hemi Clothing, Unknown Fashion, you know what I'm saying? In the Cut Barber Lounge, Bearded Grail, Cuts by D, and of course my guy Smooth Jones at Link King Fashion. What up, though? But emotional consistency, and this is why I say I'm gonna point this at the fellas first, or mostly, right? Because that whole cliche of men not dealing with their emotions or not being able to address certain emotions. But what I find, fellas, what I find, and y'all tell me if y'all agree, this is my experience. What I find is there are a lot of emotionally inconsistent women as well. So some of the same issues about emotional availability that typically women have with men. I don't know if it's the new age women or the, millennium chicks. Women are just as emotionally inconsistent as well. So I asked my fellas first, I ain't gonna forget about you ladies, but I asked my fellas first, how do you deal with your woman, your chick, your lady, your boo, if she's emotionally inconsistent? Some of my dull knives in the drawer for my fellas. Emotionally inconsistent, what you mean, Pop? She get mad a lot? No, it's not what I mean. I mean, y'all been dating for a while, y'all been out together for a while, and you notice, depending on the situation, depending on the severity of the discussion or the emotional reach that she has to go to maybe explain herself or exemplify or to express, they will not be available. It won't be consistent. One minute she can be mushy and cuddly, and the next minute something is wrong and she won't tell you. Or maybe your woman is presumptive. She trusts you and tell you how, cool you make it, easy you make it for her to date. And then on the other hand, she telling you she don't trust you because you're a player and too many joints is on you. Or when you present an issue to her, right? And, because it take a lot for us to sometimes build up the muster to go ahead and tap into some emotion. But some chicks y'all make the niggas feel some way too. One minute y'all all over us, y'all on our body, and the next minute you like, get away from me, you disgust me. You know what I'm saying? So fellas, how do y'all deal? Is it something, because I know a lot of fellas, some of y'all be like, I don't give a fuck, my nigga, as long as X, Y, and Z is handled. She could be mean today, cool tomorrow. I don't know, I can't speak for me. I don't want no roller coaster ass chick. You know what I'm saying? One day you're here and we all good, then 12 hours later we here, then, we here tomorrow, then we here today, then you like me a little bit today, then you don't really like me. I mean, I can't speak for y'all fellas, but that is not a Pablo thing. I am not messing with it. I ain't running with it. You know what I'm saying? You show me too much of them peaks and valleys. We got to have some type of line of consistency. I know every day ain't going to be peachy, but, emotionally, if we need to express something, I'm expecting the lady I deal with to be mature enough to handle it. And if she, having a shitty day or don't feel like tapping into that emotion right now, be able to communicate that. And then we sit down at a different time. But for my fellas, how do you deal with emotional inconsistency from your lady? How does it affect your relationship? You know what I'm saying? Is it something that wears on you? Is it something that you can handle or you blow off, or something that you don't even acknowledge? Or, some of my fellas, are you just a waiter? You gonna wait till she bring it to you? You're not really a presser? I can't do that. I'm a little nosy. Once I sense something wrong, or, what y'all call it, your intuition goes off, that gut feeling, I gotta ask you about it. And you could politely say, oh, I don't want to tap into that right now, or I ain't talking about that right now. Cool. Just at least acknowledge that it's there. Do not play it off like ain't nothing wrong or try to be normal, knowing that I know something is off. I don't know. It's not a pet peeve, but it's almost like right there. Like, just keep it G. You know what I'm saying? especially with emotions, especially when you're trying to build with somebody. Ladies, I didn't mean to get the fellas all the love, but sometimes, we got to tap into each other. It's a new year. We got to make sure our fellas are right. But ladies, I know this is something that y'all probably been dealing with for eons, and it's cliche with the men. How do y'all deal with y'all men who are emotionally inconsistent? Like, one minute he could be expressive, the next minute he doesn't want to, angry, mad. How do y'all deal with the inconsistent emotional availability as well as the moods? How do y'all do that? What is y'all remedy for it? Do you ignore it? Do you talk? Do you keep talking? Is it counseling? Is it therapy? Is it, what remedies have worked for y'all? What things have failed? Have y'all ever dealt with it and y'all just tap out? And y'all like, I can't do it? Or do you love the person enough to stick it out and try to be available? Or do you try to model the behavior so maybe they see you doing it and they pick it up? I don't know. What's your approach? I've been in a situation a little bit where, in the past, where your mate is not emotionally consistent. They're able to express some emotions with no problem. They can get mad at you with no problem, cuss you out with no problem. But if they wrong, or if it's some type of explaining or some type of conversation that has to do with them and their emotions and how they're acting, you even get the people who just, they'll get mad at you or want you to apologize, but they can't do the same thing for you. That emotion, they can't tap into it for you. You should apologize to me, and really be sitting there wanting you to apologize. I know I've been in that situation. I've been like, for what, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? And then, me dealing with my lady, I ain't a big arguer, so go ahead. My bad, shorty. But then let the tables turn, and you sit there like this with the blinky eyes, like, nigga, I know you about to apologize. And they'll just skip that and act like ain't nothing ever happened. Like they didn't cuss you out, like they didn't call you whatever they called you, like they didn't shut down on you when you was available. What does that do to a relationship? Does that deteriorate it? Does that hurt it? Is it a way to fix it before resentment sets in or any ill feeling set in? Fellas, I definitely want to hear from y'all, man. I know my man Huffy gonna post on this. I need a couple of my cats to post on this. How do y'all deal with y'all mate if the emotional availability is inconsistent? How do you grow with that? How do you progress with that? Is that somebody who's marriage material? Who knows? Drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. This is the Lowdown with your boy Black Pablo. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year 2022. We're going to come with some heat. I'm going to be more consistent on these videos. You know what I'm saying? And y'all let me know y'all comments, man. I get motivated. I get inspired by some of the conversation and dialogue we have. You're too scared to leave a comment. You don't want your people reading it, or maybe your boo might tap into my little, YouTube. Go ahead and drop a DM or a message on whatever platform I share it on. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at the Black Pablo. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, James Pablo Cassell. Drop a comment, drop a DM, drop a message. Let me know what your opinion is. Let me know what your opinion is. I would love to hear this one. It's been real. Y'all be good.